Good morning. It's funny. I was driving in and I was thinking about you, and this came to mind as I looked in the rear view mirror. I look back and I see, like headlights, or I see a bunch of cars at the drive through while I'm waiting on my coffee this morning for what seemed like an eternity. But you'll have these things in the middle of the night when there's really no place open all night. Um, and I thought to myself that, life is not lived in a rearview mirror. If you looked at yesterday's morning mindset, you saw something to wit about that. And I think that's the thing that I really wanted to leave you with today on this Friday. Some people say, let's look back on the week that was. Or some people say, I don't know, insert corporate cliche here. In retrospect, let's have a stand up, a little meeting, a little session to discuss our things and whatever. And, there's nothing wrong with that. Because you know what? The way I see it is you make a decision to be put in whatever situation life puts you in for the most part. And if you don't, well, then, you play the cards you're dealt or you play the hand you dealt yourself. Sometimes it really depends. But life is not lived behind you. Life isn't lived in what's behind you in a drive through. It's not what's behind you on a bridge. It's not what's behind you on Monday of this week. It's not behind you and even yesterday. It's about right now and it's about tomorrow. It's amazing. Yesterday, I had some conversations about the present and things that are going on and how a lot of different people are feeling a lot of ways, the same way, for whatever reason. I don't know exactly what it is. I can't put my finger on it. I'm not a therapist, but I know I've lived enough life looking in the rear view to know that that's not a strategy, nor is it sustainable. I do know that living in the present means everything. I do know that living in the present so you can position yourself for tomorrow means everything. So I guess as we get into this week, let's both you and I consider this. Let's both you and I consider what it is that we can do right now for the next few hours, for the next 8 hours, for however long your day is, doing whatever you choose to do, your primary hustle, your side hustle, all of the hustles above. Let's look at what we're doing today that will position us for tomorrow. And by the way, it doesn't have to be work. At the end of the day, you're your boss. You have to look in the mirror at the end of the day and be okay with what's going on. And if you aren't, you can do something about it. You can decide today to do something about it. You can say that, you know what, I'm going to go do my job today so that I can live my life tomorrow or when I'm done with my work, so that I can go get what I need to clean up my house, which is something I need to do, so that I can make the time, free up the time to actually be the best me when I'm in my own element. Elements by Toby Mac is the song that I listened to this week as I came into work. And I've been keeping track of all of these songs. I call them it's like baseball season. So it's like the walkout song or the drive into work song. Or it's a song that fires you up and inspires you. Maybe you've got one. If you do, drop it in the comments. I don't care where it comes from. I don't care who sings it. I don't care if it's hip hop, rock, rap, pop, rock, dance, EDM, Brian Fink, hello. It can be anything. But what is it that speaks to you and helps you to take on the day? For me today, it's fighting the elements. You know what? You've got spirit, you've got faith. You might bend, but you don't have to break. Stay present. Remember that the present leads to tomorrow. Past, can't change it. But what's ahead, you can influence. That's where my head and my heart are when I think about you today. On this Friday, as we get into this new month together. God, can you believe it's March? Go and have a great day. Go and have a great weekend and promise me one thing, if you will. And I don't really like to ask very much of you ever because it's just a blessing to have you around. Promise me you'll unplug this weekend. You'll reset your heart and your spirit and your soul in as much as you can so that you can have an even better tomorrow than right now or than whatever might be behind you. I'm cheering for you. If you need me, you know where to find me. You know who I am and you know what I do, and I ain't hard to find. Comments, don't moderate them, so feel free to say whatever you want. I probably do need to get in here and do some SEO cleanup, but there's only one of me, and there's a million things to do. And the woods ahead are dark and deep, and I have miles to go before I sleep. That being said, I'm going to go have my coffee now. You've got this. Whatever life brings your way, remember that. Thank you for letting me be a part of it. Okay. See you somewhere in the air around you on one of these fine iHeart stations.